Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 7. Congratulations on, for the most part, having your chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4, because you've just submitted it, um, done for the most part. Again, I know there'll be refinement from what you've received from me in chapter 2 as reflection, as well as what you'll get back from me in chapter 4. But in week 7, it really is now about trying to refine some things, get other components of the capstone completed, and starting to think of your oral presentation that will happen during week 8. So that's the big components. It's the refinement of the capstone presentation and just editing and thinking those through. So with that being said, I'm on week 7's page in Blackboard. You'll notice this video is going to be right here. Your reading really for the week is proofreading your project, going back through it. Should be looking at chapter 1, 2, and 3 because you have those components from grading and then going back through and making your own edits. The reminder for chapter 1. If there was a change in the wording of your question, if there was a complete deletion of a secondary question, this is the time now to make sure that those are taken out. Also in chapter 1, if there needed to be a little bit more about the problem that you've learned through your research, that needs to be incorporated there. This is also that time to be looking into that. Chapter 2 just gave you my feedback into your grading. So please check your Blackboard grading with the notes that I incorporate into that. And again, to the peers, thanks for giving that feedback. The discussion board really showed how many people appreciated getting to have the feedback from the peers as well as getting to see somebody else's chapter 2. Chapter 3, if a method changed, which I don't believe, that would be the refinement. Or if you incorporated a survey that originally you thought you weren't going to do an informal survey, that just should be mentioned in there as well. Your appendices were due, but if you have not refined those, just a reminder, they don't have to follow the full format of APA. They do have to be in the appendix sections. We've talked about that, so I'm feeling pretty confident in that. And then really the task, like I said, are looking at these. So I just want to go into the capstone. The final rubric that I'll be using is the large rubric to see, have you met everything, gotten everything done? But really the grading is off these 30 points here. Looking at your formatting, so checking your APA work, spacing, headings. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as I just go through a couple of things in the template for you. And then the other component was the oral presentation. So just a reminder for you, I'm going to go actually back to announcements now, just so you can see the announcement that I want to reference. And it's the week 5 live session slides announcement. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to start with this. Congratulations on applying for graduation as well. That's a pretty exciting thing. It was great to see that message from Dr. Albrecht. But with that, the week 5 slides, which is really the live session number 3. You want to go into those slides because that was my recommendation, but that reminder, you're going to want to really, again, just clicking it here. At least I think I'm clicking it here. Sorry, here it comes. You'll notice I've clicked just like the same way you guys can. It's coming up right now. But I'm going to go down to the slides recommended for your oral presentation. That's slide number 15. I will get myself a little bit out of the way. Again, you want a title slide, that chapter 1, pretty much a slide stating your purpose, your problem. Second slide with your research questions. That fourth slide, really just some themes that came out from your literature review. Again, you're not giving us everything that you've just written on, but really summary point at the most 2 slides. Then your chapter 3, 2 slides talking about the school's reference of what you're looking at, who you are, what you played, and then what was your method for your research. Again, it was a reflective study. And then getting into chapter 4, your conclusions that you've just written up on should be about 2 slides as well, answering your research question. A reminder again, it's 5 to 6 minutes long. So this is again in your live session 3 slides and recording. That's what this is here. The last thing I want to go through in this video is just a reminder about the template and looking at APA. So sorry, I was excited because I know I wanted to stop there, but this is your title page. One thing I want you to notice, I've gotten a couple of questions, so I want to make this very clear. There is no running head in your capstone. You'll notice it wasn't in the template. You do not need to add it. Just making sure again that you correct or insert your name as you want it to appear. Your emphasis is school counseling. The month should be March in 2021. And then my name there. The second one is the approval. We do need you to put your title, your name, and then my name. None of that yellow should be there. This is just the reminder. So you'll highlight it and go back to the highlighter up in Word up here. Click on it again. It will take it out when it's cooperating. I'm sorry, I'm noticing it's not working for me right now, but I need to drop this down and just hit no color. So again, I'm just going to highlight a name or that yellow area, do the drop down arrow and hit no color, and it takes that color out. So this is the refinements again of putting your information in. You will want to sign. So typically the best way to insert a signature is to sign something, take a picture of it maybe with your cell phone, and then send it to yourself and then insert that file of your signature. Just like you'll be sending me by Thursday at noon at the latest a copy of what you think is your done, so I can give it my approval and send you my file of my signature that you'll be able to insert right here. Acknowledgements, one more time. This is just a time to be reflective of those that you appreciate through your journey. There's a lot of different people. If you are married, thinking a spouse, parents who've been supportive, friends who've been supportive, whatever you want to post there. Shouldn't be more than a page long. Should follow the double spacing. One more time though, completely optional. You can take your acknowledgement out and do not have to complete it. The next page is the abstract, and the abstract does have to be completed. What is really nice is this little piece here about the abstract begins flush to the left in 150 words. You are including your purpose and the research problem, design of your study, results of your study, and a summary of your conclusion. And again, 150 to 250 words. And then you'll notice your keywords. You do want that set out like that using your key terms that you've used for your study. So this is a piece that you can be working on right now, so that way it doesn't surprise you in week 8. And then the last thing is, once you know pages are all aligned, so I think I would save this till week 8, but you want to go back through your table of contents and just address all these pages, especially where those X's are. And then if you haven't added your subheadings yet, you'll want to put those headings in here. Remember, if it's a level 3, you still even want to include that in your headings for your lit review. And then if you add in appendices, all of that should be inserted in here as well. And then just as you can see, it's already set up for you, chapter 1 at the top. All of your chapters should be at the top, start on a new page. Each chapter should start on a new page. So you want that a reference. Your reference at the end should start it on its own page as well. Just like as I'm scrolling through here, you see chapter 2 started on its own page. Chapter 3 started on its own page. Chapter 4, its own page. And then as I shared, reference. And then each appendices is its own page as well. So if you have more than just the reflective journal, a new one will start on the next new page. So those are just some reminders for you. I'm sorry this video is a little bit longer than I normally do, but just want to give these reminders if you're using this time to be refining everything that you're doing. I hope that it is a great week. I'm here to answer any questions that you might have, so don't hesitate to call, text, give me an email, and I'm here to support in any way. Congratulations on almost being done. God bless.